This question is testing for a few concepts such as comparisons, modifiers, and pronouns, but the most obvious point of attack would indeed be comparisons, and we should use triggers like more than, less than, or equal to quickly deal with the comparative aspects used in the sentence. When we deal with comparisons, it is very important to make sure that the compared items are logically and grammatically similar. So for example, I can't say the phones made by Apple are better than Samsung. I can't say this because I am comparing the phones made by Apple to the company Samsung itself. So in order to make this comparison logical, I have to say the phones made by Apple are better than the phones made by Samsung. So the same thing can be applied here because we notice that the logic reads the eyes of the seal adapt more quickly than any other animal. So if we think about that, we can understand that this is illogical because the eyes are being compared to any other animal. So if we take a vertical scan through the answer choices, we can see that some choices say any other animal and some choices say do those of any other animal, right? So what does this do those refer to? The those is a pronoun which is obviously referring to the eyes of any other animal. So what exactly would be the right comparison here? The eyes of the seal adapt more quickly than the eyes of any other animal. So we can get rid of A and B, and in D we can notice that it's not directly saying eyes but using the pronoun they. But if we once again check the logic, this they is obviously referring to the eyes of the seal. A pronoun is supposed to take the logical place of a noun. So if we put that noun in the pronoun's place, once again we have because the eyes adapt more quickly than any other animals. So just as in A and B, this comparison is invalid. So D goes off. So let's use the next point of attack. The difference that we can see here is in C, after the clause, we have a comma followed by a present participle modifier. And this it is obviously referring to the seal, allowing the seal to hunt. I have discussed this present participle modifier construction in many questions before, and just like many other questions, this is indicating a case of cause and effect in which, because the eyes of the seal adapt more quickly, the eyes allow the seal to hunt more effectively. So this cause and effect relationship perfectly works, this construction perfectly works. We can hold on to C. In E, we can see that we don't have the present participle modifier construction, but rather the pronoun it itself directly, and it reads, it allows them. So we have this pronoun it, and we have this pronoun them, and we just need to check what they are referring to. Now, them is a plural pronoun, but what is this plural pronoun referring to? You can see that the rest of the logic says it allows them to hunt effectively, right? So the them is obviously referring to the elephant seal, but in this answer choice, the them is referring to the singular elephant seal. So this is a mismatch in number. We can knock off this answer choice for that reason. And even this pronoun, you see, this is a situation in which GMAT is actually using the pronoun to refer back to the entire clause. What is that it? The eyes of the seal adapting more quickly to the conditions. So that is what allows them to hunt effectively. But GMAT hates this idea of a pronoun referring to an entire clause construction because a pronoun can only take the place of a noun. So that is another reason why we can get rid of E. We are left with the right answer choice, C for Charlie.